I'm not sure if this happens to you, but before, Brawl Stars events used to really excite you. They made you want to play daily and unlock all the rewards. But today, even though these events are still around, there are new skins, there are quite a few new things. You just don't feel the same urge to play. The game feels like a repetitive experience that's no longer worth it, and that Brawl Stars nowadays is in serious decline. Well, let me tell you, you're not the only one. Brawl Stars has had this problem for quite a while, and to understand this, we have to go back in time. 2 years ago, when the first Godzilla event happened. Yes, it's been 2 years since that first event happened, and it feels like it was just yesterday. This event would completely change the way updates would roll out in the game. Of course, the event brought mutations, exclusive game modes, exclusive skins, something that had never been seen before in Brawl Stars at that time. That sense of novelty was incredible. And in this event, it felt like things were so different. There was always something new, something to do, something to unlock. And even if you lost, you wanted to keep playing. Because it wasn't something you saw every day. You played one match, then another, and then another. And before you knew it, the whole day had gone by, and you spent the whole night playing Brawl. People were so curious about the event that they came up with methods to win easily. In fact, during this first event, Brawl Stars experienced what could be called the game's prime, because during this update it reached its highest player count, and several popular streamers at the time also gave the game a chance. But then Brawl Stars started pushing these kinds of events toward their downfall, because these events became something we would see in almost every update. Since 2024, we've had update after update after update. Sometimes it's an event like this. Sometimes it's for specific dates like Valentine's Day or Christmas. Some event related to a theme from the story's lore, or some event related to a collaboration. But the experience itself is already quite repetitive, and it doesn't surprise you like it used to. You already know what's going to happen, whether a new annoying bug will come out. If there's a new character that's really overpowered because of their mechanics, you even get an idea of how the matches will go or what you might get in the drops, which is almost always nothing. In fact, every time a new power-up comes out, people call them mutations 2.0, and winning a new match or unlocking the new skins or new mutations is more like saying, well, finally I can stop playing Brawl Stars. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm saying that now Brawl Stars is trash and not worth playing, it's just that this has to stop already. Well, for players who have been playing Brawl Stars for a while, after 2 years of events that end in a month and didn't give you any reward to improve your progress, that spark or motivation to play has slowly faded away. When the game reaches this point, this becomes more important than the quality of the events. In fact, no matter how innovative or different the event is, even if it brings skins or whatever you want, many people actually prefer to play matches without the modifiers. And this got to the point where matches with modifiers were removed from the regular matches. The same thing happens with skins. You get the skins. Yes, but those skins end up forgotten. Unless it's your favorite skin or you really liked it, you're never going to use it again. And that's where you realize that people don't want to play any of this. So the question here is, what should Brawl Stars do to go back to what it used to be? Well, here's where something comes in that maybe Brawl Stars needs now more than at any other point in its history. The great replayability. And the thing is, Brawl Stars has been lacking in this area over the last 2 years. Well, it's not just about how much fun you have once, but as I already mentioned, it's really about having a reason to come back to it the next day. Well, with the events, what's the point of working hard to unlock a drop, then unlocking another one, and so on for a month? For something that's only going to be useful for a month. There are very few times when you actually get a skin, or when these drops really help you with anything. Considering that this randomness factor is something that really frustrates players. But surprisingly, they brought it back because supposedly players loved it. On the other hand, you know you're not going to get skins, so you think, why bother? But on the other hand, if you do get a skin, the exact same thing happens. And it just doesn't make sense to keep playing, because things just happen randomly anyway, not because you want them to. And both paths lead to the same thing, not wanting to play. This also leads us to ask, what happens if I stop playing Brawl Stars for a month? I mean, I missed the event, but does the game really change at all? The only permanent change might be that I don't get a new character. And that's it, there's no long-term content, no hard-to-reach content, or anything that lasts a month. Also, you might expect the next Brawl Stars event to be different, but no. In practice, it feels the same again. mutations and this whole thing with crazy matches. That makes the game feel random. But not because Supercell isn't trying or there's no work behind making an update, but because the real impact of this on the player isn't as clear or impressive as it once was. The purpose of an update is to make the game feel different, and if the update achieves that, the update is successful. But if the update feels the same, it goes completely unnoticed. And with all this, the comparison is pretty valid. It's not that one event in Brawl Stars is better than another, but that they're really products of different points in time. The first events were good, because we had the novelty factor. Things were fresh, and no matter how broken or bad the event was, it really didn't matter. Since in the end, players just wanted more. But nowadays, after 2 years, the events have become quite repetitive. And we already know that if we get an event in the next update, it's very likely that we even know what it's going to be like. It's not about collaborations. It's not about game modes or modifiers, but about how the community feels when they log in, see this new event, and whether it makes you want to come back the next day. But anyway, what do you think? I'll read your comments.